At first, I wasn't sure if I would enjoy Christmas a la mode. The narrative didn't sound like my kind of thing. However, having seen it, I can say that I absolutely adored this. This was released in 2019, directed by John Stimpson, stars Katie Leclerc and Ryan Cooper as our protagonists Emily and Charlie, respectively. Emily runs the family farm that had been left to her by her father, and things are not going great financially. And then one day, out of the blue, her sister Dorothy turns up, and Dorothy, of course, owns half of the farm and offers to buy her out. And then the plan for her would be to then sell the farm. But needless to say, Emily doesn't want this. Emily doesn't want to sell the family farm just because it's in financial difficulty. It doesn't mean that she doesn't care about it or that she's not attached to it emotionally. And as the film develops, she has to try and find ways to raise this money. And it's a lot of money. We're talking thousands of pounds. In order to try and save the farm. And a lot of that is campaigning to get people in the local area to help. There's also something revolving around an ice cream shop that the family owns that they usually always close at winter, but they decide to open it up, and there's a competition to create the best Christmas flavour, and that side of it's quite exciting. Obviously, the main concept is, are they going to be able to keep the farm? Will they be able to raise the money? And I'll be honest with you, the development of the narrative, the route that it took, I was quite surprised by, in a positive way. I hadn't expected it to go a certain way. I thought it would have been a lot more predictable and straightforward than it was. But it kept us hanging until quite close to the end. And I'm not going to say what happened, but I rather enjoyed it. Obviously, it's a rom-com. There is a spark between Emily and Charlie. What will happen there, I'm not going to say. But I did enjoy the development of the narrative. I enjoyed trying to work out what was going to happen and not really having a clue. I also enjoyed seeing the cows. And that may sound like a weird thing to say, but usually when I watch a Christmas film, it's set in the city. It's a big, busy city, huge buildings, brightly lit department stores. Having a more rural Christmas film was just, for me, refreshing, something a little bit different. I really thoroughly enjoyed this. I honestly wasn't sure if I'd like it as much as I did, but I'm happy to say that I thought it was a lot of fun. Really well written and well developed narrative, great cast and acting, very well developed characters. If you're looking for a Christmas film to watch, I'm certainly happy to recommend Christmas a la mode.